Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Friday Night Magic Duels. We're here with a 4-color Saheeli deck. It's got a lot of spice. I could use that much spice to kind of clear the sinuses in my head right now. I've got a lovely cold, so if you see me make some misplays, it's probably because my brain doesn't work right now. Also, this guy probably needs a haircut. Seriously, trim those sideburns, dude. Anyway. Alright, let's see. Double Runch. Rank 38, whatever weird name. Anyway, we're on the play. We have 2 Oath of Nissas, which pretty much smooth out whatever, and we can probably draw into our answer, so I'm okay with that. So let's go Oath and find something. Evolving Wilds next turn if we need to. In fact, that's probably the play. So we've got Rootbound Crag, which can play with our forest quite well, so we'll take one of those. Sounds good. All right. Let's see what else we can find. White-black deck. All right. Oh, this is actually technically the second game as it would appear for me. I'm going to grab some white mana with the Evolving Wilds. Alright. And that's a good time to Oath the Nissa again, I suppose. Whatever. And we get an Aviary Mechanic. Okay. Well, it's not exactly spectacular at this exact point in time, but alright. We can do tricks, I suppose. Opponent is reading the card and saying, "Ookie." Let's see what comes up. Yeah, I had some sort of god draw come against me with a Mardu Vehicles deck. I mean, when you have Gideon Sky Sovereign, Unlicensed, and both your dwarves turn 1-drop, I'm like, yeah, that's not featuring the deck. That's a Ryotcraft, which we can't exactly do anything about right now, but it does instantly stop our Planeswalkers from coming down. So there's that. Also, can we get some action? This is no action. Definitely not action. So I'm going to go with, I think, Aviary Mechanic. And bounce the Oath of Nissa. Let's try and find something else. Let's try and get into a game that kind of works in this regard. A Rogue Refiner, another Aviary Mechanic. How do we want to go about this? Rogue Refiner is interesting, but we do need... Well, I'm going to go with Rogue Refiner, actually, because I need to find a Fragmentize to deal with Ryotcraft. I don't actually feel there's enough artifact removal in this deck, if there were my personal opinion on that, but this deck is card for card exactly what was submitted to me. Yep, so we'll see what we can do here. So we're probably getting hit for 4 by some sort of 3-power god knows what, unless they don't have the options. Oh, do I not have blue? I do not have blue. Oh, crap. That sucks. Okay, well, I mean, that totally ruins that plan. So they have yet their next mana. And they have any color they want. They're definitely thinking about every single one of their plays, putting an excessive amount of thought. So either this is the first time playing whatever they're playing, or their first time playing it, or they're not very good at it and should stop net decking and play something they're familiar with. Whatever works. I mean, net deck if you're good at it. Seriously. I mean, that's what you do. That's what you do. But if you're not good at it, don't do it. Just make what you're good at. Play a deck you're strong at. Okay, well, Scrap Heap Scrounger. That took forever to figure out how to crew a Ryotcraft. And that's a very annoying card, which Declaration in Stone is quite valuable in dealing with. So there's that. And since I picked a Rogue Refiner, we have time to be able to pull that off. They may not have the full option in this regards. Sure, Sun Petal Grove, we're all basing in those colors. I'm just going to get rid of that. And at least swing at them for 2 and return the favor. As for getting our blue mana, that concerns me a little bit now. Suppose the Evolving Wilds could have gotten that blue in that regards. But I tend to forget exactly. Oh, I went with the playable hand, honestly. And I didn't figure that every deck I'd be playing against is Mardu vehicles, because thinking for yourself and all that. Yeah, okay, whatever. So they got yet another guy. Definitely doing some work with that heart, but So now they've got a nice smooth mana supply from the looks of that. So we do have to watch out for that. There's an Evolving Wilds to deal with said things. Now I could put Chandra down and minus and deal with that. And see if they have the answer to cover it. I mean, how many 3-power creatures could they possibly have? I'm thinking not enough. So I'm going to go snag an island. So that Rogue Refiner has a play. And minus with Chandra. If they have the answer, so be it. I mean, hell, if they have a license, then so be it in that regards. But let's at least get rid of that and swing for 2 points towards them. If they don't have an answer and Chandra remains on the field, we can flicker her back so we can plus her. So there is that option. I mean, we flicker with Wispy Weaver onto this guy gets that back to our hand, and, well, whatever. It's not a true flicker, but whatever. If that's not the case, then we can flicker to Oath, and if that's not the case, then say they used Unlicensed and smack everything down. Okay, so is the clue going to bite us in the ass? I mean, we had to do that. Opponent is thinking long and hard. Meanwhile, they could have attacked with the mainland. Really, that's all they needed to do. I see that now, but whatever. Cold! It's the cold. I blame the cold. Every bit of it. But I want to keep their field clear. Apparently it is excessively hard for them to decide how to kind of go about this. They are definitely thinking long and hard. So, whatever. Chandra is not the win con, but it is definitely helpful. An Aether Sphere Harvester is just yet another thing we have to deal with. And it also allows the mainland to work, so we have to be truly careful of that. There's a Fragmentize. So fragmentizing this prevents this from working. I like. Also, we can go with the Rogue Refiner plan with that regards. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So fragmentize that. And then they can't do the crew chain. And we've got Rogue Refiner, which will, that's fine to tap like that. Let's get a card. And a ruin in their wake, which can get us more land, which is whatever. If we plus for the mana, no. All right. Well, let's see what our card is on top. Hopefully, it's not something truly valuable right now. It's a tireless tracker. That was truly valuable. Okay. I should have plussed, or just standard plus, but whatever. Just in case. Standard plus would have been the ruin in their wake, which I suppose would have gone by the wayside and left it. Whatever. So, in this sense, I'm going to send in this guy. And ruin in their wake and get another land out of the deck. Sure, mountain. Sounds fine. Let's see what our opponent thinks in this regard then. So they can't crew the man land straight into this now, which was the concern I was having there. So they'd have to play something else. And keeping the Rogue Refiner back is going to help in that regards. So they would have 1 mana. They'd have to have a 1 mana spell. If they play a land, then a 2 mana spell. In order to, well, there's a 1 mana spell. And it's enough to send Heart over. How's our opponent going to play this out? Our opponent is thinking long and hard. Either they have a really, really crummy hand, or, like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. There's the play we were expecting, so the crew of the Heart of Quran will come to be. There it is. Okay. That made an argument for Westweaver Angel, but in the same vein, we had to at least get rid of one of the vehicles. And sending it to our face, because Chandra doesn't matter. That's actually extremely interesting. Okay, well, I mean, that's a pretty good choice card. I'm going to play the red, and I'm going to plus to see if there's anything value on top. And a Lifespring Druid is not what I had in mind. Okay, so I think Pia Kiran is a perfect choice here. In fact, to the point where I want to swing with both of these guys and get him down and on the defensive. And leave them with decisions. Also, something fell in the background. Alright, so we'll leave our opponent with that and figuring out what they want to do with it. I mean, all we have to do is 5 points of damage. Chandra can do 2, and then we just have to sneak in 3 somehow. I suppose it's possible. Or they're going to have to sit on defensive. But either way, they can't sit on defensive because Chandra will just nuke them down. So there's that. Puts them in a tight spot, that's for sure. Definitely, this time I understand if they're really thinking about it, because they have to be able to get the damage in, which, I mean, they could have burn to back it up, so we have to watch out for that. We probably shouldn't let any damage come through. But we want to try to ensure that we get lethal on the swing back, so there's that. So we'll see what they have as options. Technically, an unlicensed disintegration would solve all their problems right now. So there's that. Yep. And that would deal with Chandra. Yep. Okay. So how do you want to play this from here, buddy? Okay. Well, that's not bad. So, how do we play this fully? We've got that land. Whiskweaver costs 6. I'm going to force his hand right now. He's going to have to decide now. If he taps the man land and crews Heart of Karong, we've pretty much won. Okay, so whatever the hell that was. So if we swing into the man land, I mean, he could have a Blessed Alliance, which would be weird, but sure. We have to kind of watch the swing back, so what I'm going to do... I'm going to leave one blocker. That sounds good there. So the man land activates. And he wishes to take something with him. He's at 3 health. Now we cast Whiskweaver Angel and Flicker the Rogue Refiner. Well, exactly what I was looking for, but all right. So basically, now we're hoping Saheeli. Come on, Saheeli off the top. Because Saheeli would ping 1 damage and Oath, and yeah. So he's got another Inventor's Apprentice that still gives him the offensive capabilities. And the Smuggler's Copter, so that puts him on a serious defense. So let's see what we can pull off here. That is not what we need. Okay, so how can we kind of work around this? I don't feel that we can, to be completely honest. I don't think we can actually get in with a sufficient amount of damage. We can get probably 1 damage. We need to have an outside source of 2, which is unfortunate. Play the Aether Hub. Let's get the energy jacked up here for a little bit. Seriously, game, you're going to say that my other card is a freaking land? What else do you do? We can get 1 point in, but it clears our board, and then he has a copter on the swing back, which scares me. So I'm gonna hope for the best right now. 1 point and sacrificing half our board to get there and completely giving them an advantage overall in board state. No, I don't like that thought. We can't get through to each other right now. He drops his defenses, then I go in, you know, so on and so forth. So it's basically a draw of who draws the right removal. And if he played a little faster on his options, that would be great. He's kind of got vomit going on, though, and hopefully a little less vomit over time here. And I mean just throwing out his hand. I mean, he had plenty of options. It's a tough game with him playing slowly, of course. It doesn't seem too complicated. Hopefully I'm not playing slower than him. I don't know, I'm talking as I'm going here, so it makes the time seem to pass a little quicker. So if that's the case, then sorry. Seriously? What are you doing, text? You know, scrunched up there. Alright. And our opponent is seriously in the think tank right now. So much so that the turn is going to go by and not a thing was done about it. Which I'm okay with, seriously. You have a fleet wheel and you decide to pull that kind of shenanigans? He is fucking slow playing. What a jerk. Okay, so if he has an unlicensed in hand, then that puts us... You know what? I'm okay with it. Deal with that. Let's just get it off the table. And hopefully we don't land stall here. Otherwise, we're just done. Losing the land stall would kind of suck. Aviary Mechanic. So, that's got some options here. Now we can flicker the Oath, or we can flicker the Oath of Nissa here. I'm thinking flickering the Oath of Nissa would probably be the plan to go, so let's do that. And let's try and find a solid permanent that's going to do the job here. A Virtuoso's not bad. Rogue Refiner's not bad. I'm going to go with the Rogue Refiner. And try to draw an additional card here. I have a couple cards that I have in mind that I want to see. That's not a bad one, but I was trying to get sorcery speed. Thank you very much. And why is that coming up on my screen? I don't even play that game. Some sort of stupid update. Okay, so we didn't get truly anything of worthwhile, so maybe I didn't play the right combination, or luck was something that I was silly to believe in. Declaration in Stone. That I know it draws him a card, but we'll see. So activate Smuggler's Copter. Do we have the options? He can't activate this, can he? Oh, we have it. Unless he's got some sort of unlicensed, which would totally screw with us. Okay, so what if he were to unlicense this? Blocks this with one of his things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, God, yes. Let's do it. Ah, shit. I forgot the summoning sickness. Ah! It's still not enough. We've got it possibly next turn. I want to kill one of his things. Okay, so he gets the clue. Dealt with. Still not enough. I mean, we got 2 creatures out of the package here, which is kind of just we're playing the back and forth here. Very, very tight turns, very well thought out turns. to say the least. Very close game. Definitely very close game. And now I have some coffee. It's not great coffee. It's whatever. It was given to us. It's not great, but I mean, it's something. We're just trying to use it up. For all those that think the stereotypical Tim Hortons coffee, yes, it is Tim Hortons coffee, and I'm going to say it any day of the week, Tim Hortons coffee sucks. Canadians drink it, yes, it's true, except this one. Maybe it's the half American in me that says this stuff sucks. I don't know. But whatever. So anyways, our opponent is still in their think tank. Oh, we took relatively about the same amount of time, so there is that. But I mean, we did do a chain set of moves in our last turn, so I'm not going to give them any credit. If they're truly slow playing us, whatever. At least I can tell you a story about my coffee. So there's that. Crappy coffee. Anyway. I'm sure that I'll pick up some sort of grind in the store, some beans, and grind them up, and nom 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 nom, and get something decent. I have a strong feeling our opponent is purposely pushing that timer down, but whatever. When it goes that long, and yeah, see. His play is a fucking caravan. You see my point here. A rune in their wake is bullshit. Alright, so they can activate the manland. Manland activates this. So it's still a one-off situation. Now, if they were to simply block with the manland, that gives them 2 life, but which puts them 5, which is, you know what? If they remove that and block, say, this, 2, 3, 4, it's not lethal. It's truly not lethal if they do the right play. If they have a removal in the same vein, which fucking sucks that we're just kind of pittering around. I'm going to say that they don't have it. Let's just swing in. I think they don't have it. If they have it, so be it, we lose. But I'm losing patience here, which may or may not be a good thing, but we'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, they have to activate the manland, do something else, and something else, and something else, but whatever. They might have a push. That's a possibility. But I think that we got there. Honestly, I think we got there. I'm not going to let them... Okay, so yes. I think we honestly got there. Yeah, we got there. All right. So, I wasn't sure if they were just being thoughtful in their plays or slow playing us. It kind of feels like both. Tell me what you guys think in that regards, because this was a close match, so there is enough merit to call him thoughtful as well. So with all that said, oh, nice. I'll see you in the next game. I can't believe this one took so freaking long. Wow. Alright, now we're up against our favorite warlord guy thing that decided not to shave the back of his head and the front of his head, but everything else? I don't know. Vicious Midget PT. I don't know what to say about that. So we're on the draw. Hopefully this is not Mardu vehicles, otherwise I'll be extremely irritated. We do have tons of removal, said Mardu vehicles, so there is that. I mean, that's exactly what our hand is. That being said, I'm going to take it. Rank 36, where are we? 35. Okay, so I was wondering, I was like, are we a little above our weight class? No, we're actually there. So they mulligan down to 6. That is a red source into a Consulate Dreadnought. I don't think we're ready for a Start Your Engines deck. We're not ready for a Start Your Engines deck, but we will have to hit the removal pretty hard here, guys. That said, I'm going to start with an Aether Hub to get that extra energy right here, right now. just in case we truly need it. We're not taking that thing out very easily. So we'll have to watch out. See what they can pull off. They might have it, honestly, guys. If they have the turn 3, it will be very, truly annoying. With that said, I think I should have done the other mana so I could Aviary Mechanic. And have a chump blocker. I'm still going to do it. Do we have to use his ability? No. Because I want to still accelerate the mana. I just want to have a chump blocker in the way in case he actually pulls it off. Please, Peace Walker Colossus. He does have the options now. If he has to start your engines next turn, that's going to hurt. That's a green source. I'm truly not liking where this is going. We need to fragmentize badly here. This is not very pleasant right now. So I'm gonna stick down, I suppose. Let's just go with the second Aether Hub here and just sit on our Harness Lightnings. Just sit back. That's all we can do. I mean, this deck is clearly telegraphed. We know what's up. Peace Walker Colossus activates. The 7-11. Yep. He may have trample. We don't know. So we're going to just have to simply chump. This is our one and only creature. Do not have good. But we are kind of still in a bad state of affairs right now. Piakira Nalar is a little less bad state of affairs. I'll be completely honest now. So let's just jam that thing down now and have some blockers. That was a good draw. We needed that badly. He hasn't drawn a modification yet, so there's that. Sets up the 7-11. Can we set up an 11-point or 10-point thing? Not really. We have 6 points in energy possible. And a Renegade Wheelsmith is definitely going to die. So, Hinterland Harbor, we don't have the... Well, we'll do that for now. This is going to take everything we got to get it. So, pop that off. And you guys sit right there. We're basically hoping for 2 cards in the entire deck to show up right now. Although if Saheeli Rai showed up, we can double P and Kieran and, you know, have some more blockers. So there's that. Still doesn't have the modification, but, you know, I mean, he might. He might have the modification go right on top of it. So it's hard to say. Alright, block again. I mean, we might get a flicker effect, so we gotta keep Pia Kieran around for now. That's really, really unfortunate right now. There's not much we can do about that. I mean, we can have Harness Lightning available for all his side creatures, but we are in a really tough state right now. We just gotta sit back and hope for the best. I was really hoping for something to get Pia Kieran going. Any of our doubling effects. Or heck, just the other Pia Kieran for that matter. We're in a really bad top deck state for this kind of deck. Truly not feeling very comfortable right now. And we're just going to have to block it. I mean, that's all we can do. A lot of turns, but it's just not getting there. That's bad. That's really bad. And now we have nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, he might have the start your engines and he's just saving it for when we ran out of creatures for... I mean, which wouldn't be exactly the smartest play. Well, fast engineer. Yep, you die. I don't want him going... He's got a combat effect, right? Yes, that's why I didn't want that going through. We can't do anything about this. So what would save us? Would anything save us? I don't think there's anything that can save us right now. So I'm going to get more red because that's really what we're sitting on right now. And have our double red so that we're not expending energy for it at the very least. So let's see if we can get through this. Another activation. It's getting rough. Need that fragmentize so bad. But it might be even too late for all I know now. Tamiyo! Guys, it's an option! Tamiyo, save us! Oh god, Tamiyo, save us. Okay. I can live with that for a little while, but Tamiyo can buy his time. They might have some form of removal, damage, something, anything. We don't know. Suppression bonds! God damn it. Well, fast engineer, which can't do anything, so I'll just set up for a Radiant Flames next turn, keep the Harness Lightning on standby. There's our Fragmentize. Oh, thank fuck. Which means that we can get rid of the Dreadnought, or we can get rid of the Colossus. Both of them are pretty rough options. So, I'm going to Radiant Flames for sure, get rid of that guy. Fragmentize... I suppose if he draws anything that animates, it's going to be pretty crappy. I feel that this thing is useless without this. So I'm going to actually get rid of that. And really hope for the best right now. I mean, if he draws a 6-power creature, I mean, there is that. Okay, we can live with that. Kill that. God damn it. Way too late, Essence Flux. Way too late. Veteran Motorist cannot do anything. He can swing with it. He can scry as well. He can get his options going here. Now, I'm not sure what he's got in hand. That's going to help them. We have an Essence Flux, so when we find the creature, we can protect it. So there's that. Not a land, not a land, not a land. Whirler Virtuoso is acceptable. Is that going to take our blue mana away? Yes, so we have to expend an energy in order to cover this. So put down the Virtuoso. Virtuoso will buy us some time. So let's see how they respond to it. Smuggler's Copter. That doesn't do anything yet. Alright, create a token at end of turn, just so we have our options open. Chandra! Chandra can fish through our deck to find options. Okay. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Lightspring Druid. It's a creature. Can we have the blue available? Thank you. So just gonna buy some time, folks. If he can crew, so be it. But we're going to have some blockers in the interim. And have Chandra giving us some card advantage, fueling us for a little while. So yes, we're going to continue in standby, get some 2 damage in. Okay. And we'll just attempt to tick up Chandra because she's technically a win con, so we'll just try and survive / protect her if possible, sort of thing. This looting option can be bad. A start your engines can additionally be bad. Activates Copter. Okay, well we can block that for now. Don't know what he's got as options, so we'll have to be truly careful here. And pitches a Dreadnought. Yeah, I suppose it's not helping him at this state, so there's that. Renegade Wheelsmith. Unfortunate. Essence Fluxing this. Get that energy going again. Saheeli Rai does what? She scries a card, and then Chandra decides if we want to cast that card. That's actually not bad. I can live with that. Can we make the colorless mana a Aether Hub, please? How are you using this mana? Stop using this freaking Druid. Thank you. Alright. Now, anything first. It's a thought, but I'm going to scry, find an option. That's not useful. Ruin their wake. Not helpful. Okay, so this guy's a problem to preventing us from blocking a particular thing, so there is that. do not do this until the last moment. But it is a problem. We're taking them down slowly. Dreadnought activates. Virtuoso can't block this turn. Okay. A Languish. And that's it. No, wait. This puts it down to 4. We're still in it. We're still in it, guys. We're not in it anymore, guys. We're done. I thought possibly, just possibly, we could make a recovery, but it just came a little too late. A nice little combination of trying to kind of get fuel going, and he happens to have a Languish in the weirdest of decks. I would never... Okay, tell me, were you expecting a Languish? Anybody? Were you expecting a Languish? Exactly. Right. All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed. That was odd, and the Midget Pro Tour is gone. Apparently, he won the Pro Tour against and punched above his weight class in this regards. So, props to them, and I'll see you later. Also, deck text down in the description if you want a detailed view. Suggest changes. I'm sure that subscriber would love to know if someone else sees kind of a benefit. I think I see a couple things I want to change personally, but we'll see what your opinion is and see if they line up with mine. All right, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.